It was no secret that Vaughn was a cold-blooded killer, but few knew that Durk was actually a mafia boss, organizing hits and flying gang members in private jets. Recently, footage of a murder involving them has gone viral on social media, revealing shocking details. Vaughn and Durk caused chaos on the streets, and the evidence now coming to light shows how dangerous they truly were. Durk is currently in jail, struggling with the fact that federal agents have video evidence of his crimes. These include footage of OTF gang members following Quando Rondo in Los Angeles and committing the murder they're accused of. Worse, there's also video proof of a murder involving Vaughn and Durk, specifically the killing of FBG Duck in August 2020. FBG Duck was shot in Chicago's Gold Coast area. Surveillance footage showed a black car stopping near a store, armed men jumping out and shooting at Duck as he tried to escape. A gray Chrysler involved in the crime sped away with the shooters, and later, the Chrysler was seen returning to O Block with police chasing it. Investigations and interviews suggest that Durk and Vaughn ordered and funded O Block gang members to carry out this hit. Days before Durk's arrest, FBG Duck's mother, Lena Weekly, filed a lawsuit against him, his record label, and Vaughn's estate. She accused them of promoting violence and profiting from her son's death. The lawsuit also claimed that Vaughn had placed a $100,000 bounty on Duck's life. Adding to the controversy, music companies like Alamo Records and Sony Music were accused of supporting OTF's criminal activities by signing gang-affiliated artists and promoting diss tracks that fueled deadly rivalries. After the lawsuit, Durk tried to clear his name by holding a concert in Chicago, where he paid tribute to gang war victims, including FBG Duck and Lil Jojo. However, Duck's mother dismissed this gesture, saying no one cared about peace when Duck attempted it in his 2019 song, Chicago Legends. Duck's attempts to make peace were rejected by his rivals, who continued to attack him. In response, Duck released a brutal diss track, Dead B. where he mocked his enemies and their deceased allies. This song allegedly led to a bounty being placed on his head, resulting in his murder. Police investigations linked the O Block gang to the crime through surveillance footage, eyewitness accounts, and social media posts bragging about the attack. In one bizarre case of self-incrimination, a vlogger filmed inside O Block, and viewers noticed the same car used in Duck's murder. O Block gang member Boss Top even admitted that Duck was killed for dissing Vaughn's best friend.
No stir up nothing, but you got any thoughts on FBG Duck? Any thoughts on him? Did you know him?
Who, Duck?
Did you know him before? Everything?
Duck like that. I don't know. On game. All I know, don't say that about Troy or rest in peace. Duck.
October 13th, 2021. 5 of the 6 shooters involved in FBG Duck's murder were arrested during a federal raid on O Block. These individuals were Charles Liggins, aka C Murder, Kenneth Robertson, aka Kenny Mack, Tacarlos Offord, aka Loss, Christopher Thomas, aka C Thang, and Marcus Smart, aka Muwop. They faced charges of murder, firearm violations, racketeering, and assault, with life imprisonment as the minimum sentence if convicted. It was later revealed that a member of O Block had been cooperating with the authorities. This informant disclosed that the person who paid for Duck's murder also rewarded the killers with custom-made O Block chains. A video surfaced showing King Von gifting these chains to O Block members, but suspicions arose that Durk might have financed Duck's killing. According to FBG Butter, Vaughn did not pay for Duck's murder, despite the common belief. Instead, he hinted that another person, possibly Durk, was responsible for funding the crime. Butter urged people to review the suspect's arrest footage for more clues. Interestingly, Muwop and C Murder were not arrested at O Block, raising further questions about the case.
The arrest video coming out from when they got arrested for this Duck case.
Yeah.
They ain't show Muwop.
It turns out that the suspects, Muwop and C Murder, were arrested at a private airport hangar. Let's be real, There's no way regular O-Block gang members could afford to charter a private jet. These guys were taken into custody at the private hangar. And what's even more interesting is that Vaughn was already dead at the time of their arrest. This leaves just one person who had the money and connections to arrange a private flight for them. Durk.
Vaughn is dead, right?
Okay, well,
How the f is these niggas paying for a jet?
It seems likely that Durk was the one who paid for Duck's murder. Even before Durk's arrest, FBG Butter had hinted at this during a Vlad interview. On top of that, there was reportedly a rat within Durk's crew, and the feds have evidence of him paying for Quando Rondo's murder. Durk was caught on camera, clear as day, because someone from his own team betrayed him. According to court documents, a man named OTF Jam, a trusted member of Durk's crew, wore a wire and cooperated with authorities. Jam had been released from prison in 2022 after serving 12 years for attempted murder. Shockingly, he had been working with law enforcement for years. His recordings and insider information played a major role in linking Durk to a murder-for-hire plot. What's even crazier is how much Durk supported Jam during his time in prison. Durk treated him like family, paying for legal fees, buying him a house and a car, and giving him over $50,000 in cash. Despite all this, Jam betrayed Durk, and his cooperation became a key part of the investigation.
50, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fact?
more than that. Like more than that. Shit.
But shit, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
No, we ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made.
OTF Jam's cooperation with law enforcement began after King Von's death on November 6, 2020. Vaughn was killed outside an Atlanta nightclub in a fight with Quando Rondo that escalated into gunfire, with a member of Rondo's crew allegedly shooting Vaughn. This tragedy reportedly fueled Lil Durk's desire for revenge. According to court documents, OTF Jam revealed that after Vaughn's death, Durk used coded language to offer a bounty on Quando Rondo. Durk's cousin, DeAndre Wilson, also promised music opportunities with OTF to anyone involved in the murder. Quando Rondo faced multiple attempts on his life. The first was in 2021 in Georgia, where gunfire targeted him and his team at a convenience store. Then, in August 2022, federal records showed OTF associates tracked Quando to a hotel in Los Angeles. DeAndre Wilson, Keith Jones, David Lindsay, and Asa Houston traveled from Chicago, allegedly using Durk's funds to ambush him. On the day of the attack, the group followed Quando in a Cadillac Escalade. At a gas station near the Beverly Center, they opened fire, killing Quando's cousin, El Pab. Quando, however, escaped unharmed. Afterward, the suspects regrouped at an In-N-Out Burger and discussed payment before returning to Chicago. Gunna admitted in court that YSL was not just a music label, but also operated as a gang. He acknowledged witnessing YSL members involved in criminal activities. When Gunna's admission leaked, the music industry was in uproar, with many calling him a snitch. Gunna defended himself, and his lawyers denied the allegations, stating that his statement could not be used against other defendants. Even Lil Durk publicly called Gunna a rat. Leaked footage showed a YSL hitman turning against Young Thug. Shockingly, the hitman admitted he disliked hanging out with Thug because it always led to trouble.
Me and Threat shot up Rich on McCoy Day at the barbershop on Bankhead.
Lil Durk has always been loyal to his crew, but his revenge actions have sometimes led to innocent lives being caught in the crossfire. When his brother D. Thang was murdered on June 7, 2021, outside a strip club in Chicago, rumors suggested that Stefan Mack was responsible. On January 7, 2022, Mack was shot and killed outside a youth center in a murder-for-hire plot. Anthony Montgomery Wilson and Preston Powell were charged with conspiracy and murder in this case. Wilson also faced a gun charge, while Powell remains a fugitive, with authorities actively searching for him. In another shocking incident, OTF Jam's betrayal, wearing a wire to provide information to the feds, led to a revenge plot. Jam's baby mother, Octavia Redmond, a postal worker, was shot and killed on July 19, 2024 in Chicago. The suspect, a 15-year-old boy, was arrested in Iowa.
Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
FBG Cash's murder is also linked to Lil Durk's revenge cycle. Cash disrespected King Von by taking a photo near his mural while making rude gestures and trolling in interviews. Following this, Lil Durk indirectly warned him through Instagram and his song, Computer Murderers. According to Cash's friends, he was set up by a female acquaintance.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
On June 9, 2022, Cash was out with a female friend for a night out. Around 5 a.m., while driving his car, 3 men approached and opened fire on him. Cash tried to return fire but was overpowered. He succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Did Lil Durk really order these killings, or is this just internet speculation? We might get answers as the trial progresses.
Do you believe that Gunna told?
Man, I don't sit up and play games, man. That man told. You should have went in there and kept your mouth closed.
Would you play Gunna in the club?
Would I play Gunna in the club?
Yeah.